Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'll be testing out another variety of THC gummies, and these are not delta-8 or any new cannabinoids. They're actual delta-9 THC, just like you would find in marijuana, but they're legal in the US because they fit the federal definition of hemp according to the 2018 Farm Bill, and that's because they contain less than 0.3% of their dry weight in THC. You might think that's not enough THC to have any effect, but each one of these gummies contains 15 milligrams of THC. That's stronger than the common 10 milligram dose that you find in a lot of legal states. And if you do the math, each gummy weighs 6 grams, which is 6,000 milligrams. So those 15 milligrams of THC only account for about 0.25% of their weight. So yeah, the Farm Bill basically legalized edibles, as long as they're made from legal hemp and they don't exceed 0.3% THC. Now, the package recommends eating an entire 15 milligram gummy as a starting dose. That's a bit much in my opinion. I can feel THC after 4 or 5 milligrams, and between 5 and 10 milligrams is a good casual dose for me. Going over 10 milligrams is when it has the potential to get uncomfortable. So I would recommend starting with half a gummy, maybe even a quarter of a gummy if you've never taken edibles before, because they can be surprisingly intense and you should always approach edibles with respect. I'll be starting with half a gummy because that's within my usual dose range, and I don't like to get super high or anything. Usually I'll take enough to feel relaxed and get some of the creative cerebral effects, just not to the point of being totally spaced out or anything. But let's go ahead and try this half gummy. The taste is good. It's like blueberry lemonade, not too sour, surprisingly not too sweet either, and you can barely taste any hemp extract in these. There is a slight bitter aftertaste, but for 15 milligrams, I was expecting a lot more, and this mostly just tastes like blueberry lemonade. I felt the effects after about an hour, and I would describe it as a pretty gradual onset. I didn't feel like it sneaked up on me or anything. To me, the effects feel very sativa leaning. It's cerebral and focused, and definitely gave me a bit of the munchies. I didn't get the heavy body high that delta-8 or a CBD THC blend usually gives me. It was just this trippy, uplifting, euphoric feeling. I also felt really productive the whole time. After it kicked in, I actually managed to get a lot of work done over the next few hours, and yeah, I didn't feel cloudy or spaced out or anything. If I took an entire gummy, I think it might lean toward feeling anxious, but I have a normally high anxiety level to begin with, which is one of the reasons I take hemp products. Just that half a gummy feels like a pretty good dose for me, strong enough to enjoy the effects, but not in any way overwhelming. As far as use cases go, for me, this stuff seems like the perfect daytime edible. This isn't something I would take before bed to put me to sleep. This is something I would take before doing chores, or out on a hike, or even before reading because it feels so focused. It's an interesting contrast because I've been taking some delta-8 products and some delta-9 mixed with CBD, and of course a lot of hemp bud on its own, which tends to be CBD dominant. And those give me a heavier physical relaxation without much of a mental effect other than the anxiety relief. Whereas this stuff was all mental stimulation for me with minimal physical effects. And I think there's a time and a place for both of those. These would be great if you take marijuana for the creativity boost, like if you're into art or music, because it has that creative trippiness without feeling too spaced out or hazy. Definitely a cool product. It's exciting to see these Farm Bill compliant edibles hit the market like this, and this is the first one I've seen that contains just THC without any other cannabinoids. So for anyone who lives in a state that's not legal yet, if you're looking for a strong, federally legal THC edible, this is a really good option. I imagine there will be more brands popping up soon, but right now there's only a few, and these 15 milligrams are the strongest I've seen so far. Well, that's it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those below. And if you enjoy this kind of review, don't forget to like and subscribe because that lets me know to keep making them. But for now, stay chill and I will see you next time.